television. They sent me a nice gift, and they also just said, you know, we'd love to throw a party for the gang. And I said, boy, I couldn't be more in favor of that, because the people who do the E-television show work their ass off.
And they deserve some recognition.
They sure do. Because Lord knows I'm so self-centered, I never think to thank them. You know? But they do a great job. They do a great job. Day in and day out, and I
gave a wonderful speech.
Thank you. That's what people told me. I'm not good at getting up in front of a crowd and speaking.
Well, you wouldn't know it from Friday night.
Really?
Yeah, you were wonderful and gracious and warm.
No, it rarely happens. It might have been the fact that Artie and I were doing tequila shots.
Maybe that was it.
It might have been the tequila. Dude, that we were pounding.
And they were
you
big
were doing
shots.
tequila shots with Artie? I did not know that.
Yeah. Me and Artie and Beth and who else? Ralph?
Ralph was there.
Ralph was at that table. And I was going to invite Phelan over, but he was already, like, so high, I couldn't even...
Phelan is funny because his eyes almost closed.
Like they were somewhere in the back of his head.
Yeah.
That was, the food there was good. It was just...
Really? I thought, you know, listen, let me talk. I appreciate the party very much. I appreciate it.
I knew there was going to be a problem with the food.
But you wanna get real. The party was called from 6 to 10.
Yes.
And I purposely didn't eat dinner because that's dinner.
Right.
And I thought the food was horrible.
Horrible. Did you actually try to?
I ate everything.
See, I felt that way about the music.
In fact, I left at 8:30 to have dinner.
Yeah, somebody said to me on Saturday, gee, Howard cut out pretty early. I said, yeah, he needed to go eat.
I was hungry. I invited Robin to come eat with me. I said, if you're hungry, let's go eat. But, you know, I got to tell you something. I mean, for my money, I understand that E had a contract from 6 to 10 at this place. And then they opened up the restaurant to the public. Fine. So we had the restaurant from 6 to 10 o'clock at night. And at 8 o'clock, they wouldn't take any more requests for music. The DJ wouldn't talk to Artie. Yeah. Artie went over and made a request for music.
Is that what was going on? Because I noticed the music did change.
Wait, I'll tell you something. It did change, right?
Yeah.
So it turned out they said, you guys only have this place from 6 to 8 o'clock at night. So they said, wait, we have a contract. So Doug Goodstein went and showed them the contract. There was a whole big argument, and I heard that. I was like, uh-oh. There was no dessert.
No.
There was nothing.
Dessert, nothing. It was all of a sudden the party was gone, and where
so I
the
left.
buffet area was tables, and they were seating people.
Yeah, I thought there was going to be dancing. Listen, I'm not going to tell anybody how to make a party. Lord knows I am not the ultimate party giver. But, first of all, you come in there, sushi, terrible. Terrible sushi.
Yeah, I didn't have any. So I had Kobe beef.
I thought I had a couple of pieces of sushi, and I thought the sushi was very creative, but it wasn't a lot.
The rice was soft or something. I don't know. I don't know.
I thought I had a couple of nice pieces of sushi.
I mean, I got to be in Manhattan not to have good food. I don't understand. That's my opinion. Did you have that opinion?
I was impressed with Kobe beef. That was
I didn't have that.
Sure.
You know, here's the deal. A bunch of us got stuck in traffic.
Right.
Like really bad traffic.
Yeah.
Me, Tom, Scott the engineer, a couple of us got there at like 20 to 8. So I go back to get some food, and I get like, 6 pieces of whatever sushi, and I'm like, all right, that's good. I go back to get more. It's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah, they
took
it
away.
Food up at 8 o'clock, yeah.
And no dessert. I mean, I don't know who put the party. I don't think Robin Rosinski did. I hope not.
I think she did.
She did?
I think she did. She was very upset because they didn't have a contract till 10. There was some dispute.
So at 8:30, 8 o'clock, the music changed. There was no food. They were letting people in off the street.
Right. All of a sudden, I was like, I don't recognize half the people at the party.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a great party, to be honest with you. But it was great getting together with everyone.
Yeah.
And then Mindy Herman was there. She made a speech.
That was nice.
That was nice.
Right.
And then she goes, Howard, you should say a few words. Now, listen, I got nothing against Mindy, but, I said, Mindy, this is a party for everybody who works here. It's not my party. It's not my birthday. It's the Howard Stern show, yes, but, you know, I wasn't prepared to make comments.
Right.
But, and plus, I was very liquored up.
You did a great job.
But like I said,
thank you.
You maybe want to do that every time you have to make a speech to them.
Booze. There's something to be said for it.
Warm shots of tequila.
Can I shed some light?
You know, it's funny. Everyone told me my speech was really good at the party. I'm thinking to myself, man, I'm on a roll with these speeches. I'll get up at my niece's wedding and make a speech, and I go, you know what? Quit when you're ahead, you ass.
Hey, Howard, can I shed some light on why the music changed abruptly? That's one thing I could tell you about.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Artie chased the DJ away. It was this hot chick. And this is only what I heard, but I guess Artie had a couple of drinks, and he did not like the music at all.
The music was awful.
So he went and voiced his opinion. I don't know exactly what happened, but people told me at one point she had to go get the manager because she was afraid of Artie. And Artie was telling her that the music was so bad that maybe we should all get everybody together and do a blank sucking line. And then she got the manager, and then she had her records in a case. She ran out like Spider-Man, like off the walls and gone.
She should get into a different business.
Yeah.
It was just, I mean, the music, well, first of all, the music,
I didn't think the music was bad. I liked it.
At the beginning, I thought it was kind of edgy and good. And then all of a sudden, it softened up completely.
nobody plays guitar anymore.
Yes, Scott.
I had to escort Artie away from the DJ and the manager. He was calling music. He was
all right, so all right. I don't even care about that. It's an embarrassment. You can't take him anywhere.
Apparently, he got belligerent with a few people.
Right.
Oh, belligerent, no. We were laughing all night. We were busting chops.
Hey, Artie cracks jokes.
No, the DJ's time to leave was then because she was contracted
Right,
to leave
that's
the
what
club.
I didn't make
I
the
actually
DJ
liked her.
leave.
I liked her. He didn't make the DJ leave. I liked her music.
Yeah.
I was having a good time.
The party was over, according to her. That's the
That's
problem.
what she said.
Yeah.
She said,
How come he thought they had a party till 10 and everybody else thought it was a party till 8?
I missed the whole party. I mean, I got there quick.
but it was great seeing everyone, and I appreciate it. I don't want to
That
sound
was
like
the
I'm...
nicest thing about it, hanging out with everybody.
But that's why I ran off to get something to eat. I was hungry.
Yeah.
I had some salad and some fruit salad. But, I don't know.
It was a weird place, I'll tell you why, because Artie was like partying, and Artie was being Artie, and Artie was, you know, goofing around with people and doing his thing, and it was fine. And he was a little loud, but I didn't think he was particularly loud.
No.
Major D came to me twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
I saw Artie. He was behaving.
Well, you
But
laughed.
later, he got worse.
Well, I think as soon as you left, the beer was $18.
Yeah.
There's no food. But no, I mean, we were just meet the pace, fan. We were all laughing, having fun.
And Artie gets that, like, he gets funny, but then he tells these jokes that, like, he tells them, like, the third, the fourth, and the fifth time, and they get almost evil.
Yeah.
Like, he cornered J.D., and he kept telling J.D. about how J.D. wants to be a movie maker, and the only way that's going to happen is if he gives oral to David Geffen, because it was a lot worse than that.
Right.
But it went, like, the seventh time he told that joke in front of everyone.
Right.
You know, it got a little weird.
Yeah, he had a good line, and then
And he just drives it right into the ground.
Beat it into the guy.
I don't know. Yeah, well, JD was funny because he was just standing there with that look on his face.
Then Artie made friends with two black guys that were there.
Yeah.
And before you know it, he's like, we should go around the corner. Let's play 2-on-2. Me and this white guy versus you two guys.
Oh, yeah.
But they loved him. They loved him.
Yeah.
I was busting chops the way I busted chops with the black kids I went to high school with. He used to have fun in life. You can't do it anymore.
Yeah, black people love you.
In front of the black guys, he's calling Isaac a wigger, like, way too many times.
Right.
But the Major D comes up to me and he says, listen, sir, excuse me, please, if I could beg of you, that gentleman over there is so loud, and I have 210 people ready to walk out. So I look around the restaurant. There's not a soul looking our way.
No one was there.
No one.
No one cares.
Then he came to me again. He goes, please, I'm begging you. Please.
And what was the line Artie had for DePace?
Oh, DePace, he gets DePace and his wife up against the bar. And, you know, Scott DePace's wife works on The Daily Show with Jon Stewart.
Well, this goes back to how Jon Stewart just gets all positive press.
So he just starts laughing maniacally about how Scott's the director of, according to TV Guide, the 8th worst show in the history of television.
Right.
But his wife works on a show that everyone loves that's on the cover of Time magazine. But, again, repeats it, and he's laughing so hard he can't even get the joke out 7, 8, 10 times. tells him.
I think I agree with you, but I don't know what your point
No,
was.
she works on some fruity show that gets like 40 Emmys every year, and we work on a show that's funny. And I'm just saying, does it ever come up in like a dinner that we got nominated for another Emmy, and like, you know,
yeah, it does. No wonder he's bald. It makes you want to pull your hair out.
It makes you livid, you know. So it was just, you know, I might have busted too much.
It was funny.
But don't get the wrong impression. I'm very grateful for the party.
Yeah. It was fun. It was fun to see everybody.
It's fun seeing everybody's girlfriends, like all the guys that we work with.
Yeah, a lot of guys got girlfriends.
I didn't know all these guys had girlfriends.
Yeah, a lot of guys had girlfriends. Like Jason, I didn't know he had a girlfriend.
Will had a girlfriend.
For a little while, Will's girlfriend. Yeah.
Will had a girlfriend. Casey had a girlfriend.
They're all hot.
Isaac had a girl.
Yeah, Isaac managed to get a girl. I didn't know he was getting girls.
I was like, wow, all these guys have girls.
Yeah. And I go up to the girls. I go, you sure you know who you're with?
Sure. Isaac had on a suit that he looked like he went to a Bismarck yard sale.
But I can't help but think that Benji pays his girlfriend to be with him.
She's like really normal.
She's great.
So wonderful.
Yeah. She must be crazy, though.
That's what you have to
That's what I keep saying. She must be insane. How are you, Benji?
Somebody pulls me to the side at the party, and they go, man, you know, Will's girlfriend's really cute. She's way too good looking for him.
Oh, and I go,
find the guy at this party who's better looking than his date.
Right. You know, we're guys. We're ugly.
Is that going to happen?
You know what Friday Night confirmed, too, is that Mr. X is hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, when I was being obnoxious, he would come over to me every 10 minutes and say something in a real condescending way, but it was hilarious. Like, he would just say, hold my drink, and then he would give me money and say, go buy a razor or, like, shave or something.
I don't know, but Mr. X gets the best parking spot. I see this car right in front of the club. I go, whose car is that? And they go, Robert's. I go, how does she get that spot? He goes, oh, he's some sort of cop or something. I'm like, oh, okay.
He's a good guy to hang out with.
I'll tell you one more thing about Artie. I know how he doesn't get heavy because he was, drinking a lot. And when it came time to leave, Artie hugged me goodbye. His clothes were drenched. Drenched.
In sweat?
Just sweating away.
Ooh.
Well, it was hot, man.
We
were jumping around. We started to have a lot of fun.
But I like getting together with everybody. But then
that was great.
But I had to go early because they were closing the place up.
And you hadn't really had anything to eat.
Really hadn't.
And you were drinking a lot. You needed to get something to eat.
Yeah, I needed something. Yeah. I got up and made my speech. I tried to include everyone because, Robin said that I'm not.
Oh, here we go.
I turn my back on people.
I think you did that in a very good way, by the way.
Yeah, well, I know. Well, and I'm trying to take the criticism. And then I finish the speech, and I go, all of a sudden I see Fred, and I go, oh, God, I didn't mention Fred. Because I didn't see him there. But someone told me he wasn't there for the speech.
Right, he wasn't.
He ducked out for a minute.
He ducked out. That's why I didn't mention him.
Fred had some kind of emergency. Everybody was looking for him all night.
Fred it's always all about Fred, He's a drama queen.
Actually, it was not. It was about the baby.
So the baby's taking over being the drama queen.
Right. Well, Fred always has something.
She's a drama queen 19 months old.
Fred just has to suck all the attention for himself.
Starting early.
You know how he is.
I did notice that your speech was very nice, but I noticed you brought everybody up as you saw them in the room.
Yeah. I was looking around the room.
Yeah.
Well, hey, is it a miracle I knew people's names? There were people I looked at, I didn't know their names.
In the middle of your speech, I walked in, because that's how late I was, and I walked in and I stood to watch your speech, and you go, and Doug Goodstein could be running around, and you look right up and you go, Gary Delbott, they could be booking a guest.
Right.
Right.
I see. Ad-libbing.
You were great.
It was nice.
Good. You were on time with all your comments.
I was drunk.
I've been impressed by your shot doing it, Billy, even in Vegas, because they're not like regular shots. People lately pour big shots, like a carafe.
Right, it's almost half the bottle.
And if you don't do it, people would start yelling at you.
Yeah, well, you feel like a girl when you drink with Artie because he chases everything with Jack Daniels.
Right, and you don't want to just sit there sipping a drink.
Yeah.
Right. But the other big surprise was Steve Grillo and his wife.
Oh, yeah, that freaked me out. Our old intern, Steve Grillo, is married. That was funny.
It was the first time I ever really talked to Steve.
I thought it was funnier that he's an electrician. I want to meet the guy's house he's wiring.
And he's sort of a stocky guy now. He's
he's kind of fat.
Gorilla.
He's fat. He's got he's got a whole sleeve of tattoos, and his boobs are tattooed.
Oh, yeah. Those are crazy. It looks prison art.
Yeah. Just from prison. I think he went to prison.
Maybe, or did his own tattoos or something. I don't know what happened.
There's a lot going on with that boy.
The last time I saw Gorilla.
Now I'm an electrician.
Started with the clatted tattoo. Now I'm tattooed all over.
Yeah. The guy walks in with a wedding band and a wife.
And a sleeve.
Yeah.
Here's my sleeve. Here's my wife.
Because Chauncey wrote me a letter about the DFP.
Yeah.
And with his comments about the DFP, which are funny, and he, I don't know, he was like, hey, how come you guys don't mention that Steve Gorilla, your old intern, is married? I go, we didn't know.
Right, we just found out.
We found out. A couple of his observations about the DFP.
All right.
Ronnie is a miserable son of a, even outdoors in the sunlight. He spent the whole afternoon doing what he does best, sitting on a chair, complaining about everything and everyone and insulting people.
Really?
Yeah. Does he bring that hallway chair with him everywhere he goes? Oh, is Ronnie in charge of security or something?
No, he was just visiting. He was
just hanging around.
Yeah, attending.
That's when I saw him.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I'll tell you what Chauncey's problem is.
Uh-oh.
Nobody likes him. Nobody would sit with them.
Right.
So he got all upset. He kept, looking for people to sit with, and nobody would sit with them.
Yeah,
because everybody hates him.
So why is he
So he's picking on me because I'm hanging out with everybody and we're all having a good time, so that bothered him.
Right.
You know?
But you were hammered Friday night.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good
Wow.
Yeah.
But you just, what do? You get right in the door and then you just have 9 million drinks?
No.
I love you, man.
And then it's a huggy feeling.
Dude,
Ronnie.
Hey, how many times did you mention me in your speech?
And Ronnie goes,
How loaded with you?
I love you. He goes, you mentioned me twice in your speech.
All night. 2 mentions. That's what he started screaming the rest of the night.
No, he ended the speech with me. I mean,
I did. What'd I say about you?
I don't even remember, but all I remember...
You heard your name. I was saying, hey, get Ronnie out of here.
The best part is the guy who said it can't remember, the guy who heard it can't remember.
But it meant a lot.
No one there can remember either.
It meant a lot. It was great.
Yeah, I spent a good chunk of the evening talking to your wife.
Yeah, I know. I heard.
We were having a good conversation. You came over and you were all drunk and
Right, yeah.
a lot of yelling.
But the other thing is, Ronnie, I saw Bonnie at the beginning of the party, and I spent 10 minutes talking to her. And then Ronnie comes to me later and goes, yeah, my wife said she saw you and you blew her off.
I did?
Yes.
He's drunk.
When did I say that?
Later when you were drunk.
Oh, really?
Here's other observations. Tom Chiusano was there with his lovely wife. What I noticed more about Tom was the various costume changes during the day.
He changed costumes?
He started out with an attempt to look young and hip by wearing camouflage shorts, and as each hour passed, his dress became more and more corporate. By the evening, he had morphed back to Tom the stiff executive.
I'm sure Chauncey didn't change at all. I mean, Chauncey could be a little out there.
I did notice the camouflage shorts.
And the hat.
And the hat, yeah. But he didn't change.
No, I didn't think he changed.
He says Robin Radzinski, who is the executive producer of our e-television show, has her new boyfriend, and that she sports him around like a hunter shows off fresh kill.
Oh, stop it.
This is Chauncey.
Ridiculous.
Hey, listen, I've been the victim of Chauncey's observations. He said that I went over and said hello to him, and that I was coming on to him.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, right, you rubbed his shoulder or something?
I rubbed his shoulders and wanted him.
He's a sick guy, man.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
His observations are cockeyed.
He's nuts.
Yeah. Robin was there with a female friend. If you didn't know Robin, you might have thought they were a lesbian couple. The salt and pepper pair were a little too inseparable, if you know what I mean.
My friend doesn't know anybody. What, am I going to leave her alone with a group of strangers?
Yeah, and
You want to know something? How long
I
you
had
been?
her daughter and her.
Yeah, really.
How long you been with Mr. X now?
It's 15 years.
I got to tell you something. More people come up to me now and say Mr. X is a beard and that you are totally lesbo. I'm telling you, at least 20 people. I go, how could you say that?
These people. people.
And they go, first of all, look at their relationship. They don't spend a lot of time together. He's a total beard, and that Robin is way into women. I go, you're still...
Way into women.
Yeah, you're still going with that.
Where are these women I'm into?
I guess there's lesbos, 2 lesbos in the tent.
You know what I noticed though about Robin?
2 lesbos in the tent.
I don't know. That's what Chauncey's saying. I tell you, people say this about you. If you're convinced you're gay.
Am I touching this woman, or am I standing there talking to her?
If you ever notice, though, with Robin and Mr. X, it is a weird thing. He never gets to go to 2 functions in a row. Like, she took him out Friday night, so Saturday it's...
Oh, my God. He hates rock and roll.
No, I don't
he would
think...
never go to a rock concert.
I don't think
he's not into it.
Functions, yeah.
No.
Did he tell you what happened in the bathroom Friday night?
Yes.
What?
It was the funniest thing. You didn't hear about Gange? He went into the bathroom, to go to the bathroom. He flushed the urinal, and all the water just came
Spraying out over.
flying out all over him.
That's good.
Tony was wet up to his chest.
There's no luck.
But Chauncey, he's sick, man. There's something wrong with that guy. He went and tried to sit with everybody, and everybody totally ignored him. He's wearing this stupid hat and these dumb sunglasses, and he's trying to sit with everybody. And
what can I tell you?
They wouldn't even talk to him.
Robin became the life of the VIP tent when they showed her on the big screen during her Las Vegas karaoke performance, whatever that means. Here's an observation. I'm just reading you his observations. I always think they're interesting. The E crew drinks like pirates.
They do, man.
That's true.
They do.
Steve Gorillo, your old intern, was there. I was shocked over how fat he got. His weight eases the shock that nearly his entire torso, including arms and forearms, are tattooed with faded color ink that you used to see in the 70s.
Yeah, he should talk about tattoos, man.
Right. Even more shocking was the wedding ring on Gorillo's fingers. How did this not get mentioned? All right, this one I'm not going to read.
I wonder what that is.
Well, no, it's just about one of the interns. I'm not going to... Scott the engineer was the happiest out of everyone there over Vertigo Blue's big break.
Oh, I heard that.
That was true.
Vertigo Blue, they were given the chance to open the concert, and as soon as they got there, they started trying to negotiate for more time.
You know what happened? I'll tell you Tom, tell me what happened. They had to be off the stage at 2:45.
Right.
They had 15 minutes to play.
Right.
They wanted 20.
Okay.
Scott's like, hey, they rehearsed 20 minutes. Tom goes, okay. He goes, you can start now if you want. You're off the stage at 2:45.
Right, you start early.
Start 2:15. Go have a party.
Right.
So that was a whole big thing.
Yeah, and evidently Scott brought out his video camera, and security spent most of the time telling him he couldn't videotape.
Scott carries a bag like Johnny Appleseed.
Right.
That's bottomless with Vertigo Blue CDs for anyone.
Yeah,
like Grillo. He gets it to Grillo anyone.
Did you ever think maybe you're too into your son's band? Like maybe chill? Did you ever consider, maybe it's not that cool to have your dad running around like a jerk?
No, right now I'm just trying to give him the best they can get right now. And
No, he hasn't considered that enough.
No.
Okay.
The 5 minutes was no big deal. I mean, it was my mistake. They rehearsed a 20-minute set, and they were ready to do 20, and it wasn't a big deal. I said if it's possible, and Tom was very nice and said just start early.
All right, who
whatever
cares?
you need.
Angry Black was there. You can't have a conversation with Angry Black without him challenging you to a fight in a desperate attempt for another 15 minutes of fame.
Oh, dear.
Finally, the best moment of the day was when Ronnie, the limo driver, leaned back in his chair like he always does in the hallway, and while bet the music, a $20 bill dropped out of his pocket. It's a safe bet that 20 was one of the many crushed 20s shoved into his pocket for lap dances at Scores later that evening. Anyway, I picked it up and gave it to the poor waitress who had to put up with his nasty comments all day. She smiled and said...
What waitress?
She smiled and said, that's the toughest 20 I'll ever make.
Wow. Oh, no.
There was no waitress there. What is he talking? There was no waitress.
This is what he claims. Take it up with him.
He was, you know what? He's such a jealous guy, man. He's so sick. Gange's girlfriend was sitting on my lap. We were talking.
Right.
So there was no chair. So she sat down on my lap. He comes over and right away he's observing everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's all upset now because nobody will talk to him. And I got this gorgeous girl sitting on my lap, and this is really bothering him.
Right.
So it's the right nasty
Yeah, so he's got to write nasty things. $20 bill fell out of my pocket. There was no waitresses there. I don't know what he's talking about.
This is what the guy wrote to me.
Yeah, it's all right.
The one thing you missed that also, High-Pitch Eric was back there in the VIP area.
Yeah.
You know, that was a whole nother story. They were hanging around outside the VIP area, him and Angry Black and this other guy and Angry Black's girlfriend. And they're hanging there, and, like, they're trying to get in, and nobody's letting them in. They went to Gary, and Gary says, I don't know anything. He just kept on walking, right? And so all of a sudden, they're in the VIP area with wristbands.
Jody and Tom called me. They said, do you want these guys in? I said, listen, doesn't do anything for me. If you guys think it does something for the atmosphere, let them in, because, you know, wristbands were hard to come by. I said, it's your call, not mine.
Oh, Baba Booey told me, he said, man, High-Pitch Eric is a retard. I mean, he's just annoying. And somehow the guy just, like, lingers around and then ends up in the VIP tent.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if later on in the night he was, like, backstage. He never knows where he is, but he seems to move forward.
And I got to tell you something. When you're in the VIP tent, you're there with High-Pitch Eric, somehow you don't feel very VIP.
It ain't the VIP tent.
Because I'm walking in like this is a safe area, and all of a sudden High-Pitch Eric is grabbing my hand.
He usually starts with some bizarre non sequitur, like he'll walk up to you and go, "Hey Gary, did you get that song I sent you 11 years ago?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He can't have a conversation in the here and now at all. There's something really wrong with him.
No kidding.
Someone should always have a raw fish around to get rid of them.
Good idea.
Every VIP tent should have a carp in the corner.
I got to take a break, but I also have the stage announcements from DFP. It's funny.
Those are always great.
Yeah, those are pretty good. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
Family time.
Read you this letter I get. I get so much stuff to do today, but I kind of talked about this yesterday, but I never got to read it. So I get this letter telling me I'm nominated for something called the Radio Hall of Fame, which is laughable to me on about 50,000 different accounts because it says, Dear Mr. Stern, I am pleased to inform you that you have been renominated.
Renominated? Oh, so they've turned you down once.
Yeah. I lost. It's such a joke. And you see the people who are in this thing. Casey Kasem. You know, what a brilliant career.
Who'd you lose to last time, Maria Melito?
Larry King, who did Overnights. Rush Limbaugh, who certainly came way after me. And
it's a distinguished group.
Yeah, you know, I can't really seem to win my coveted spot in the Radio Hall of Fame.
Somehow, whoever else is nominated with you just did a little bit better.
Yeah. I can't quite seem to beat Martin Block, the host of Make Believe Ballroom.
Right.
Somehow I'm not as good at utilizing this medium as him.
Yeah.
You know, Jerry Williams is in the Radio Hall of Fame, but I guess I've been turned down in that coveted hall. Imus, you know.
Yes.
All the important players are there. Bob Steele, a guy from Hartford, Connecticut. And Wally Phillips and Cousin Bruce Morrow. Except his name is Bruce Morrow at the Hall of Fame. He's not Cousin Bruce.
Oh, they don't put the cousin in there?
He's famous. He made this sound famous.
That was his contribution to radio.
So, I mean, and not only that, I mean, this, you know, Radio Hall of Fame is owned by Clear Channel, which is laughable because I'm sure the voting will be very fair. I am pleased to inform you that you've been renominated for induction into America's only Radio Hall of Fame. That's because they're the only idiots.
Why would you have more than one?
Yeah, I mean, in radio, you'd probably have 50 of them.
Yeah, the one for every radio station.
Why would you have one of them, let alone two of them?
But there's not like a 50 million baseball Hall of Fame. There's one.
Right. The other 2004 nominees in this category are Bob Brinker, Bob Edwards, and Dr. Laura Schlesinger, the noted gay basher.
Oh, that's a tough group.
It's hard to beat a gay basher.
Yeah, well, she brought hate back to the airwaves. I think she should be recognized.
Yeah. Ballots will be sent to eligible voters from coast to coast in early May. So how do you become an eligible voter?
Yeah, I have never received a ballot.
Evidently, you have to go to their website and pay $15. And then you can vote.
Gee, is that how you get to vote? You pay?
Yeah, online memberships are available for $15 at radiohof.org. radiohof.org. And then you click on there, and for just the measly sum of $15, you get a great return. You get to be a voting member of the Radio Hall of Fame. Well, there's an interesting notion.
You got to pay to get in.
You got to pay to vote. Well, that would be the Clear Channel way. They can't hustle money fast enough.
They got a scam going every which way you look.
Can somebody really be paying 50? I mean, there's got to be one person voting.
Yeah, there couldn't be any voters. Who would pay for that privilege?
Ballots. Well, first of all, I don't want to contribute to Clear Channel's evil empire in making money, so I respectfully decline. I do not want to be...
You'd want to take your name off?
The only way I would keep my name on there is if the head of Clear Channel, Lowry Mays, and his two lousy sons, his two evil spawn, would show up on stage with me when I am presented with my award. I will do it.
So you have to be guaranteed a win.
Yeah.
And they have to present it to you.
Yeah, see, so... There we have the catch-22. But I really want my name removed. I want to make sure I'm never in the Radio Hall of Fame, which will only point out what a ridiculous joke it is to have such a thing. I mean, Radio Hall of Fame. And look at the imbeciles that are, I mean, why don't you just call it the Howard Stern Hall of Fame, and then anybody who's as good as me can get in. So that'd be about... Well, I can't think of anybody.
Right. It'd be one person.
Yeah, but it'd just be me. I'm going to start the Howard Stern Hall of Fame. And people who I think are as good as me at broadcasting, they could be in it.
Well, there's a good... Why not? Clear Channel created something out of nothing.
Yeah. Voting ends on August 1st. And final results are tabulated by the accounting firm of Altshuler, Melvoin, and Glasser of Chicago.
How'd they get that account?
Inductees will be notified during the week of August 9th. The top vote getter in each category will be inducted into the Radio Hall of Fame as part of our National Black Tie Gala. Hey, maybe I'll show up there so I can see Lowry May. He probably didn't even go. He probably didn't even know anything about radio.
He just takes the money.
He's too busy running that scary empire. A reception and dinner will precede the ceremony, produced and distributed this year by Premier Radio Networks. Premier Radio Networks is owned by Clear Channel. Congratulations on your remarkable career and your Radio Hall of Fame nomination. I wish you well in the upcoming national voting. Sincerely, Bruce Dumont. President Dumont, isn't that like Dumont? Didn't they build radios, Dumont?
I think Dumont was in the radio business, yeah.
I doubt this is one of them. Bruce Dumont. Holy mackerel.
So the Hall of Fame is even a money-making scheme.
Well, I don't know. It says here the Museum of Broadcasting Communications, so maybe Clear Channel broadcasts it, and MBC, which is Museum of Broadcasting. Maybe they get the money. I don't know. I can't figure it out. I just don't want to be any part of it. I want to take my name off the nominating. Can you do that? Will they honor that?
I don't know.
Please, I don't want to be part of your ridiculous organization that hasn't even... I've been beaten. If you're
worthy of a Hall of Fame nomination, shouldn't the people who run the Hall of Fame defend you when you're attacked by the government?
No, they're busy firing me. Here,
They
Artie.
nominate you and fire you.
Here, man, you want some toast?
Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
Makes perfect sense.
Love my breakfast.
But where's my lunch?
I hate when it's over.
Love my breakfast. Where's my...
I've been trying to lose a few pounds.
Oh, yeah?
Last night I'm laying in bed watching Survivor, eating a bag of carrots.
What happened?
I gained a few.
So you eat carrots now while you watch TV?
Fills me up.
You got to watch those carrots. They've
What
been killing me.
What happened to the eggs? I thought you were eating boiled eggs.
I had a few of those. Anybody who says, like, oh, you're so lucky you're thin, F you. There's nothing lucky about it. I sit there and eat a bag of carrots.
That's unbelievable. I couldn't imagine.
Really enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather not eat. I'd rather have a cigarette or something than carrots.
Dude, what are you doing to my boy Gary, man? When we in the morning, I guess, like, maybe he had, like, what did he have, like, some phlegm this morning? I think he's bummed out, man.
Is he, like,
I don't know why
I
he's...
haven't seen him.
No, what happened was, he came in. Let me tell you what happened, all right? I'm sitting here. I was listening to that Chris Rock bit that Fred was playing. Really enjoyed it. I love Chris Rock. I don't even understand this. So, I'm talking to Gary. He walks away. He walks out the door in the middle of talking to him. So I know what's going on. I say to Artie, hey, Gary just left the room to go clear his throat. It's just funny, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, no big deal. He did the right thing. No one wants it. When you're eating your eggs, you don't want to hear the crap that's in Gary's throat. So he comes back in, and he goes, what? I go, that's funny. I know what you were doing. He goes, well, what do you want me to do?
No, I'll tell you why, because today it's funny. Today you're in a good mood, right? Mm-hmm. But I drive in the car and I think about this to the point where I think it makes me produce phlegm.
Yeah.
Because I get so crazy about how every morning's going to go. And you could have easily gone, because your move is, no, don't worry, it's fine. And then as soon as we get on the air, you're like, you're a moron, you should die, and you just start yelling at me. So I never
you
know
did
how
the right
it's going
thing.
to go.
You walked out of the room.
But it could have easily gone the other way today.
What other way?
Other way is
I just don't want to hear what's in your throat.
But the other way is the first 30 minutes of the show being about me doing this. So
why are you all bummed out?
Well, because I'm
I didn't do a thing. I just said to him, hey, I said, Artie, Gary's out there clearing his throat.
But wait a second. Does anybody in here agree that I could have gone, the show could have started?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You want to play the tapes? What do you mean?
Wait a minute. You're missing a distinction, Gary. This time you walked out.
Yeah.
He
I got
gets
you, but
upset when you stay in.
Even when I walked out, I've gotten yelled at before, and I could bring you those tapes.
Bring them in.
Came back in.
Bring in those tapes when you've walked out because I've mentioned to you you're clearing your throat.
I walked out and walked back in, and sometimes you just go.
Because you wait too long.
Right, but so I didn't know whether I waited too long today.
All right, so now you know.
That's the sensitivity.
You did fine.
But I don't know that till now.
No, dude. There's a lot of people eating breakfast here in the morning. We've all even said it's very disturbing to hear you go through your...
I know.
Your ritual of clearing.
I get it. I know exactly what to do, but you never know if it's enough.
I don't know what you're talking about. You did,
no, dude.
Dude, and then you came in all like wounded.
He's like a battered wife.
Yeah,
He's
suck it up.
Yeah, okay.
Flinching before you.
He looked at me and I thought he was going to beat me.
What's he doing out there?
I don't know. He came in. I felt bad for him. He's just like, what did he say? I'm sensitive. He goes, come on, guys. I'm sensitive to this because I know it's going to be
good. I want you to be sensitive to it.
I just didn't. I thought it would be like the first 30 minutes, and it is 30.
You have no idea how gross it is.
Of course it's gross.
He's like,
I don't even do it.
But I wasn't doing it today.
I didn't say anything. I just said, hey, Artie, I know where Gary is. He's out in the hall clearing his throat.
See, I never heard you get yelled at for leaving to do it.
Me neither.
No, I mean, but maybe he did. I don't know. I mean,
I don't think so.
But sometimes I feel like maybe I didn't clear it enough. So now that I leave, he knows what I'm up to. I'm a battered wife.
I I felt so bad for Guy because he wasn't doing the right thing, and then he walked in and he just laughing.
Gary, on the way in, do you try and the whole Exactly. What do you do?
The whole drive.
Sure you're doing that, huh?
You know what? Here's a funny thing.
Maybe you ought to stop smoking.
I don't even think about it. It doesn't. On the way in, it really isn't an issue. I don't think about it till I get in here. When I sit in my office, it starts to happen. I swear, it's a psychological thing. I swear it is.
All I know is now he's dieting because he's on Trim Spa.
Yes.
And his breath gets so bad when he starts dieting.
No.
So now we're going to have to deal with all that.
You haven't gotten a whiff yet, have you?
Not yet. Some people have, though.
Oh, dear.
Hey, Howard, you know what he does? It's like his office, when he walks through the office, you hear him clearing his throat before he comes in.
Right.
You know, because he wants to get it all out before he comes in.
Sounds like a march.
Yeah, right.
Guy could never sneak up on you.
You know. You know, you guys don't even know. It's like a movie. When you look around the whole room and there's Casey laughing at you and Howard's laughing at you. And it's like, remember Tony Soprano? And everybody's face is laughing at you.
No, I'm laughing because you were being considerate. You were being nice.
I didn't do anything. But he's like a rattlesnake out there. It's like, you know how a rattlesnake warns you? You hear him out there waiting to come. and stuff's coming up.
That's already 10 minutes.
No way. Hey, I didn't bring it up.
Win.
I wasn't even going to talk about it.
Can we talk about The Apprentice?
No. I don't care. Who cares who gets that dumb job? You know what? They couldn't pay me enough money to work for Donald Trump. It's got to, you know what? I love Donald, love having him on the show, but I can't imagine the nightmare of working for the guy.
I'll bet you the ratings on that show last night were unbelievable.
You know why that show makes no sense? Everyone's sitting there going, hey, I can't believe anybody wants to work for Donald Trump.
Right.
$250,000 isn't even enough. First of all, you're working 100 hours a day. You know what they should do? Who wants to be the announcer on the Tonight Show? You go in, it's about $250,000, and you sit there and laugh at Jay's lame crap.
And how long does it last? It's an hour.
It's an hour a day.
3 to 5.
3 to 5. Okay, 2 hours.
Hey, you can stretch it to 3 to 5.
Right.
If you want to.
You can really show up at 3:55.
Yeah.
Literally, I mean, it's 3 to 5. That's the job.
That's the job. That's the job you want to get.
How do my nuts taste, Jay?
And Jay just gave that job away. He didn't even try to make people vibe.
Yeah, right, there wasn't even a contest. It wasn't even an audition. You know, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a show you want to get on. Win Jay's announcing job.
That's a win.
But
that'd not be Donald Trump's lackey.
But everyone on a Trump show, every single one of those people, talk about how, when they were 8, they read Donald's book, and their whole life's ambition has been to meet him and work with him.
Oh, what a bunch of pussies.
But the thing is, getting that job, now you're working for $250,000, but you got to work your ass off.
No, please, you'll be working 24/7.
There's no joy for that guy.
By the way, the dude who won, evidently, I was reading the paper, runs a successful internet cigar company.
He's one of our ex-sponsors.
And he's a millionaire.
Yeah, no, he does well.
But let me ask you something. You know anybody who smokes cigars anymore? I know 2 people.
That's a society you don't know about. I have gone past cigar stores in the middle of the day. There are guys sitting in there just to smoke cigars.
You buy cigars over the internet?
Yeah, I guess if you can't get to the best places.
If you go,
that ain't like cigarettes. I don't know if anybody buys cigarettes over the internet.
If you go on 6th Avenue, there's one of those cigar stores right there.
Yeah.
And you walk by at lunchtime, and there's a bunch of guys just sitting in there smoking.
Yeah.
I smoke a cigar every once in a while.
You have to sell a lot of those things to become a millionaire.
Well, if you've got the whole world as your as your client, you can.
And go find that internet site.
Or the markup on cigars.
You're not looking for cigars. There are guys who are out looking for them.
But you're.
I think I'll Google cigars. See if I can find it.
Site.
I'll get 10,000 sites.
But you're right about the guy that won the job last night. Like what he's got to do looks like a lot of hard work.
Oh yeah,
I mean, really hard.
He's going to get yelled at. People say working for Donald Trump is miserable.
Well, Trump's already goofing on him.
Yeah.
In this, however many weeks the show's been, he's been torturing them for. Everybody got tortured, and they all won by getting to leave.
Yeah.
He has to stay.
Those are the winners.
Yeah.
Those 3 chicks are happy as a clam.
And Kwame got a new car. He could drive right off.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
I think the big winner is Kwame, because he's just as famous as this other kid now, and everyone thinks he's good and smart, and he'll probably get a great job, and he won't have to deal with Donald Trump.
You know, I got to tell you.
Right. He'll go get a good job somewhere where they're not going to bust his balls so bad.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's into their job and getting their balls busted a little bit, but man, Trump would just torture
He'll take it to a new level.
I tell you, you know what? He yells at the people that work for him that are on the show. They'll be in the middle of a sentence and go, all right, that's enough.
No.
He's big about putting his hand up and waving people off. That's enough.
Artie does a good impression of Trump.
Well, I mean, it's just his, bragging about every single thing he touches. At the end of every sentence, at the end of this, you'll get on my helicopter, which is absolutely fantastic.
He pulled that on me when I was in his helicopter because he took me to Atlantic City, Trump.
Yeah.
So I was in there with his son and Nirvana? Melania.
Whatever.
So I was in there with them, and we were having a good time, and he goes, do you ever take a helicopter? And I went, yeah, sometimes. You own your own? So I go, no, I mean, if I take a helicopter, I call a helicopter company and,
Get one.
Shouldn't do that. I go, why? He goes, should own your own because you can't trust the maintenance. Now, this one is the absolutely best helicopter you can get.
That's nice.
He
got his mouth down.
Yeah. And I go, I'm saying to myself, oh, this is good. He's emasculating me in front of my girlfriend.
Right. You don't. For number one, you don't have a helicopter.
Yeah.
And number two, you're getting on poorly maintained.
Yeah, and he's like, this is a Vietnam-era helicopter. These landed in the middle of, Saigon. And I'm like, wow.
Crash.
I'm like, and he goes, and the maintenance on this thing costs me, and he goes, and then, he goes, but it's so worth it because I know it's safe. So I'm sitting there going, well, yeah, he's right. I mean, we should all own a helicopter. Right. Why should we?
Why should we be leaving the maintenance to somebody else?
Yeah, I think everyone should have their own helicopter.
Well, if you remember when we got down to Atlantic City and got on the air, that was when you interviewed him. That was his rap about. He goes, "That's a $9 million 𝗛𝗄𝗍.
Right.
We don't pinch any pennies on the helicopter.
Not with him, anyway.
Absolutely the best helicopter on the planet." He did 2 minutes on the helicopter.
I love the one place.
Because it was his.
He doesn't really brag. He goes, you say something about his kids, they're good kids. Yeah. They're only good. They're not the best.
Yeah.
No, he knows there are better kids. This helicopter, there we go. The reason it's great, it has its own cabin. Anytime I've ever flown in a helicopter,
right, you've practically been flying.
I'm in the pilot seat.
Yeah.
He goes, we have our own cabin. It's fabulous. So I'm like, whoa, that's that. But where am I going to get? So it's $9 million for the helicopter. Then you get the maintenance. I think is another $9 million a year.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not a billionaire.
$500,000 for fuel.
Yeah, please.
And you got to maintain a pilot.
Oh, then you got to hire pilots.
Yeah.
Full time.
Go find them. But what are the odds of me getting a helicopter?
This is the best pilot. You can't even get the best pilot. He's got the best pilot.
Meanwhile, what do I need to help? Where am I going? I'm going here. I'm going from my apartment to work.
Yeah, you don't have all the different Trump properties.
I don't need to survey my properties.
He's interesting. He's almost like Don Rickles. He knocks you down.
So you could hear the phlegm in his voice.
Yeah.
He knocks you down.
And then clear your throat. Oh, imagine when you're eating if you hear that.
And you ask for it.
I know. I want people to hear it.
He'll knock you down. He'll take shots at you, and then he builds you up. He'll tell you, like one of the guys last night was running his golf tournament, and he goes in front of all his friends. He goes, "Don't mess this up, or you'll be fired." And he just torments those poor people.
He likes to berate. He's like Mr. Howell.
And then he takes you off to the side. He goes, "You're going to be very big one day." But I got to tell you, there was a shot last night at the very end where they were going on to next season's thing.
Yeah.
And it's him getting out of a car. Did you see that, Robin?
No.
His hair was black.
Really?
Like it was black like a skunk in the middle, and then a little bit blonde on the side.
He dyed his hair?
It was a different color. It was a different shot.
I noticed that too. Yeah. It's the oddest thing ever.
Yeah.
Just move here.
It looked like paint fell on his head.
He's trying something new.
Well, he's trying. Everyone's goofing on his hair. You know, and everyone's just jealous. The guy's got billions of dollars.
I don't even know. I read an article the other day that said maybe he's not a billionaire.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That he's a lot of smoke and mirrors.
But that'd be a kick in the ass for all that crap that guy went through to get the job planet. He's got no money.
You know, Robin, it is smoke and mirrors, but it's absolutely the most fantastic smoke and mirrors you've ever seen.
All right, we got to take a break. We got a huge show for you, including my little friend, Rebecca __, who I actually own pictures of in my apartment.
That you took yourself.
That I took myself. Polaroid, semi-clad. She was semi-clad, not me.
Now she would only do something infamous.
Yeah. Well, you can't. That's pretty way up there.
No. I'm saying to make your pictures more valuable.
Right. Oh, yeah.
If she became like OJ.
Yeah. All right. We'll be back right after these words. I don't know how many more days I have on the air. Hello. Hey, on our phone is Donald Trump.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Howard.
Hey, Donald.
The easiest guy in the world to work for.
You know what?
I get up in the morning, I turn you on, and I hear all this stuff. I'm the easiest guy in the world. There's nobody anywhere that's easier to work for than me.
Hey, I don't think it's a put-down saying you're a difficult guy to work for. It's just, listen.
You expect results. That's what we're saying.
I just think a guy who's got something on the ball doesn't want to get, if you work for Donald Trump, you're going to get your balls busted and you're going to work hard.
Well, you're going to work hard, but this guy's going to make so much money, he's going to do great. I mean, he's also a great guy. They were all great people.
Are you really going to let him really do something, or are you just going to...
With absolutely massive supervision.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Because the task I gave him is to build an 88-story building in Chicago. So he's like, what? And, I have a very good team out in Chicago, and we're building a building that's going to be a terrific building. And he is... he's going to be a part of the team, and he's going to do a good job.
Yeah, and you see, my point is, if they do another kind of apprentice show, they should really do it for the Tonight Show, where where you get that announcing job.
That's a cush gig.
Yeah, I mean, $250,000 a year, and all you got to do is listen to Jay's lame-ass jokes and horrible, pukey bits and interviews.
Well, I saw your friend John the other day because 3 or 4 days ago I was out in California. I did the Tonight Show, and I see John. I said, John, what's going on here? But, yeah, he's a good guy. And you know what? John said really nice about you behind your back.
Hey, I got no problem with John. I'd take the job myself for $250,000 or $300,000, man, to sit there and listen to Jay's crap. I just put your earplugs or something. I don't know.
This apprentice has been somewhat of an amazing situation because, when I did it, I thought it would be a nice little show. We'd go on and go off, and I go back to building buildings.
What are you going to do? You going to do another one?
Oh, yeah.
Well, the show, last week it finished #1 in the ratings.
Wow.
This week it's, I have no idea, but I think Artie or somebody said, can you imagine how big the ratings are? We're sort of waiting. It takes till about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning to find out what the ratings are.
It's a good show, man.
Everybody was talking about it last night.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
And I can't believe I'm the only guy not watching it because I saw the first one and said, this show's a hit. And then of course, I just got so many shows to watch. So I figured, all right, what am I going to do? I get the idea, and I won't watch. But I missed out on the whole thing after.
Right.
Well, last week, I guess they had close to 24 million people.
Wow.
And that's on top of the fact that they do the reruns. And if you didn't do the reruns, they do 4 reruns a week. And if you didn't do the reruns, you'd probably add another 6 or 7 people a week. So it's really been, actually, it's been a lot of fun.
I went down to your joint, Mar-a-Lago.
Good.
I had lunch there. Did you know that?
Nobody told me that. You have to be kidding. When was that?
Well, here's what happened. I was in West Palm Beach.
Right.
And I said to my travel agent, hey, isn't that where Mar-a-Lago is, where, the Donald? I can't believe that Ivana still has your last name, so I just she stole your name.
She's working it hard out there.
So I
said, plays that name, you wouldn't believe how she plays that name.
So I said, hey, I'd like to go see the place. So they said, well, Donald Trump, call him. I go, I'm not going to call Donald Trump and ask him if maybe he doesn't want me there.
Yeah. Isn't he busy?
I would have loved to have you there. When did you go?
I went on a Wednesday last week.
And how did you find it?
Oh, my God, it was beautiful. I mean, it's ridiculously over the top. But, it was weird. I was going there. I figured you eat outside. You do. So I'm wearing shorts and a nice shirt. And I brought my friend and his girlfriend.
Right.
They made them walk around through the service entrance.
Because they weren't dressed properly.
They weren't dressed properly. You guys in 90-degree weather wearing blazers and long pants. I'm like, whoa.
It's a pretty formal place, Howard.
It's formal, but I tell you, it's a nice place.
Yeah, it's a great place. It's the Mar-a-Lago Club. I converted it. It's too big for a house. It's got 148 rooms, I guess. And it's a really big, it's 110,000 feet. And I converted it to a club.
What does that mean, a club? Does that mean you have to be a member to stay there?
They pay $150,000 to join. And we have... I'm going to have a cap of 500 members, and it's been a real success. The other day I flew down. I felt guilty because The Apprentice has taken so much time. I actually flew down and got the approval for a ballroom. I'm building a ballroom there. And as I'm getting the approval for the ballroom, which is a real estate thing, I said, can you believe it? I'm actually doing real estate. The Apprentice has really taken a lot of time.
So for $150,000, what do you get? You get to stay there whenever you want, or
you stay there, you eat there. We have a lot of entertainment. We have great entertainment. Once every 2 or 3 weeks, we have a good entertainer come in.
Like who?
Well, I've had them all. I've had Celine Dion.
Really?
Yeah, I've had Diana Ross. I have so many different. Everybody essentially. We've had just about everybody.
So you can live there, is what you're saying?
You can stay there. You can.
Wait a second. For $100,
you pay a nightly rate if you stay there, Robin. But you can stay there.
All right.
And the food is. I hope you enjoyed the food, Howard.
Yeah, it was terrific. I mean, it was ridiculously over the top. It was great.
Yeah, the food is great, and then I built a golf course.
That's
right across the way, like 5 minutes away. I have a golf course.
Man, I loved it down there, West Palm Beach.
Because I thought you have to have a golf course if you're going to have a club.
Well, Palm Beach is the place. I mean, it's really the place. It's better by far than South Beach. If you want to go to South Beach, you can drive down. It takes you 45, 50 minutes, and you can drive down and come back. But in terms of atmosphere and even richness and the whole thing, Palm Beach is really the place.
So what are you gonna stick with Melania, or now with all this? I mean, now the fame is way over the top. This has been crazy. That's what I'm saying.
This was supposed to be like a one-time shot. We were going to do a deal. We were going to do a thing. I did it with Mark Burnett, who's terrific.
Right.
And he came in and saw me, and he said, I really want to do it with you. And over the years, I've had a lot of guys come. A lot of the networks came, and they wanted to do reality because they wanted to watch me comb my hair and stuff in the morning.
You're taking a lot of heat.
I didn't want to have anybody watch me comb my hair.
And what was it? Who was saying? Artie was saying
it was Gary and Artie who said there was something going on.
That you dye your hair or something for next season?
Howard, I try and keep the white out as much as possible, but I agree. There was one shot in there where my hair looked pretty dark. I didn't want to go crazy, but I don't know what the hell happened. But there was, and it's a little strange because you don't have the normal color, and then all of a sudden you see this dark shot.
I know that's your real hair. You know what? When I was with Donald Trump on his helicopter, I saw him walk up to the helicopter, and you know how the wind blows?
Right, sure.
It was attached to his head.
Oh, it's my real hair. In fact, I've gone on some shows recently where, the announcers jump at me and lift up my hair and they say, it's real. I say, yeah, it's real. And it's just the way I've combed it over the years, and I guess I shouldn't change.
Where's Melania right now?
She's right now sleeping.
So you going to stick with her?
Well, I've had a great relationship with her. She's a good person.
So a lot of chicks hitting on you even more now because of the show?
Honestly, yes.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Of course.
Are they really hot?
I thought I was a well-known guy before. This is crazy now.
Yeah, television fame is amazing. Right?
Television fame is different, Robin. It's a whole different thing.
It's a whole new level for you.
Yeah, but it's been,
Isn't it crazy? I mean, you're like a guy who builds buildings. It's not like you do something in show business, and yet it's
now you have that same kind of fame.
Now you have that kind of fame.
Well, I have friends in show business that do this for a living, and they're going crazy because they don't understand it. They're at jobs. They can't work. And I do this thing that you're supposed to be on for 16 episodes, and then I go back into the Wild Blue Yonder, and now I have, Jeff Zucker of NBC calls me up every morning to find out how am I feeling.
Yeah, you're not giving up. You're not giving your whole salary to charity, are you?
No.
Yeah,
but I give much more than my salary to charity over the course of a year. Right. Where did you read this negative, Robin? Where did you read this negative story? Robin always has something negative to say. Where did you read this negative story?
I was on the internet. Was it Fortune magazine or somebody?
No, Fortune magazine put me on the cover. They did a great story.
Well, I forget which magazine it was, but they were saying, well, is it really true that he has all this money? Because, they talked about a bunch of deals that you did with, a Japanese company.
Yeah, they've all worked out great. Every deal Fortune actually did a great story, and Forbes has been, frankly, much better. But I'm trying to figure out where this story is.
It was one of those financial.
Well, I'll have to get that. I'll have to find out, and I'll have to sue their ass off.
Yeah, well, they say you put up $11 million to their $1 billion.
Oh yeah, that makes me really stupid.
No, but they're saying that then those guys don't get a return. You always make out, but the guys don't get.
I know, and that makes me a bad person, right?
Well, hey, no, but the thing is,
I know I was criticized in one magazine where the writer was retarded. He said, Donald Trump put up $7 million, they put up $193 million, and they're 50-50 partners. Why isn't Donald Trump putting up more money? And, it's supposed to be because I'm smart, okay?
Right, they're hiring you.
I put up this, they put up like 45 times more money, and then they criticize me for not putting up more money. I mean, these guys are dopes. But what am I going to do? But, it's one of those things, Robin, I get criticized.
I'm going to ask you the toughest question an interviewer's ever asked.
Go ahead.
And you're an honest guy.
I am an honest guy.
All right, here we go. In November, who gets your vote?
Well, Howard, I know what you're going through, and I listen to your show all the morning. This morning I wake up after this. We really had a great success last night. And, in all fairness, getting before 30 or 40 million people, whatever the hell, watched it, we're going to find out in about 2 hours, and standing up. You're a professional at this. I'm not. And so I get up and I listen. The first thing I do, I turn on the radio. I'm listening to my man, Howard. And I've been listening to you, what's been happening with the freedom of speech, and you happen to be 100% right about that.
All right.
I was never a fan of Iraq going in because this guy used to keep the terrorists out. He'd kill the terrorists. Okay?
Right. In fact, they should put him back in.
Well, look at that country. Do you think a regular guy is good? Do you think Jimmy Carter is going to run Iraq?
No. There's no one who could run Iraq better than Saddam Hussein.
I think Kwame could run it.
Why don't we just get someone who could run Iraq by doing a TV show? It'll be like The Apprentice to run Iraq.
Yeah. Well, I think Iraq I think Iraq is a terrible mistake. And, to think that when we leave, it's going to be this nice democratic country. I mean, give me a break. There's usually a reason why a country is run a certain way.
Hey, Omarosa's crazy enough to run Iraq.
Omarosa maybe is the only person I know that could run it.
Hey, what do you think of I'll get back to this question, but what do you think of Omarosa saying that that girl used the N-word?
Oh, I don't believe it for an instant.
I gave her a lie detector test, the girl, and she passed?
I know. She's a nice girl, too. I mean, she was shocked. First of all, Omarosa said it like 3 months after the fact. If there was no fact, but 3 months after it supposedly happened. No, I don't even believe that for a little bit. And if you didn't see it, for the people that saw it, last night they caught Omarosa in a stone cold lie on camera twice.
Hey, by the way, I had 3 of those chicks, the ones from FHM.
Right.
The blonde, what's her name?
Her name is. Which one are you talking about?
Christy.
I think you're talking about Amy.
No,
Christy.
Amy
wasn't here.
Oh, you're talking about Christy.
Yeah.
Maron. How did you...
Christy turned out, Christy, they all got in because of the brain, but Christy turned out to be I don't know if the word is stripper, but something pretty close to that. And Christy has an amazing, should I say figure as opposed to body? It's a little bit more respectful.
Oh, my God.
But
You didn't want to...
Her body is amazing.
Were you attracted to any of these girls?
Well, if I was, I sure as hell wouldn't say it on your show. I've gotten in more trouble in your show.
No, come on, be honest.
No, I've gotten in a lot of trouble over the years in your show being honest.
I know you love Melania.
You think you can talk a little differently on your show because everyone's going to take it. Well, they don't do that. They write it exactly as I say it.
I know you love Melania. I know you got a great relationship.
I do.
But I'm just saying on a purely physical level, don't tell me you didn't want to have some of those chicks.
Well, I would never admit that, Howard.
Wow.
But I'll tell you what, they were beautiful. Well, they were in the FHM, and you know what I don't understand? They turned down over $1 million
to do
total.
Playboy, right?
Yeah, I don't get that at all.
To do Playboy, and they did FHM for nothing. So that's one of the reasons perhaps they should be fired as my apprentice.
Right, I was talking about that last night with some women. I was like, what's the deal there? They're in lingerie for nothing in FHM, and they could have gotten money.
I know, and they want to be a business apprentice.
And plus, one of the chicks was naked anyway on TV.
Yeah.
Right.
That makes sense. All right, so give me the answer in one word. Kerry or Bush?
Well, look, let me just say, I haven't made up my mind, but
that's not true.
And
I know you have.
Listen, Kerry's a friend of mine. He's a very good guy. He's a very tough guy, and I think he's going to put up a great fight. He's at a disadvantage, I guess, although I think Iraq could bring down Bush. But Bush, this is a terrible mistake, what's gone on in Iraq. It's a terrible mistake. And I think he's also making a terrible mistake, what he's doing with you.
He is. And he should call up Colin Powell Jr.
Howard, you've got a groundswell now that's unbelievable. I was watching a regular conservative show the other day, and they were all defending you.
Can I tell you something? I am hoping. Now, there's a big article in the Post today about Mel defending me.
Right.
The fact that the FCC now is about to bring down over almost $2 million in fines, new fines against me, and Mel is going to go to court with them. But I got to tell you something. I am energized by this. I feel bad that my company is going through... Do you know how much they're going to have to pay in legal bills to defend it?
Oh, forget it.
I am so ready to be off the air and start a new part of my career that will make me bigger and stronger than ever. And I have ideas and thoughts about what I want to do in the future. I am energized by it. I am ready to be sacrificed by Colin Powell Jr. to point out the ridiculousness of this administration and John Ashcroft and Colin Powell Jr., George Bush. I want to be thrown off the air. I want them to physically remove me from the air.
You know Mel's been very loyal to you, Howard.
He's fantastic.
Incredibly so, yeah.
He's great.
He's been very loyal to you. Did you get the note I sent you?
Yes, I did, and I talked about it on the air. There isn't a CEO in this country, you included.
Besides Donald.
No, not even Donald.
I would be very loyal to you, too.
No, you would be loyal, but...
You know why I'd be loyal? Because you have the #1 rated show.
That's right.
If you didn't have the #1 rated show, I would not be loyal to you, Howard.
Well, why do you think Mel is... I mean, Mel's not stupid.
Exactly.
No, I think that has something to do with Mel's loyalty also, but these are minor details. We won't say that.
I don't enjoy doing the show as much anymore because, like the other day... I was watching Chris Rock do his thing on HBO, and I'm going... Gee, what a great forum. He can actually express himself the way he wants to. I have a way I like expressing myself. I can change the way I express myself, but why should I? What's the point?
There's nothing wrong with what
I
you
like
do.
making people laugh. And
well, if you listen to what Chris Rock says on HBO, if you ever said that on your show, they'd fine you another $5 million. But, it's amazing.
Right.
So where do you stop? I mean, Chris Rock is allowed to say, I love Chris Rock, but he's allowed to go all the way on HBO, and you're not allowed to say anything on your show.
We were questioning whether we could play songs that they play for children.
No, I'm watching you censor yourself as I listen to you all the time. I listen to you censor yourself on almost every word. Please don't say this, please don't say that. And then you turn on cable television, and you look at some of the acts that they're doing on cable, It's just amazing.
Well, Ashcroft's announced he is going to, in a time when the FBI can't talk to the CIA, he's going to take FBI funds. The FBI can't talk to the CIA. He's going to take FBI funds for the FBI and make a special division to go after pornographers like HBO. So soon you won't even be able to watch that.
Thank goodness the FBI has the country under control.
So who are you going to vote for?
I'll let you know when I make a decision. I'll tell you what, I will let you know. I'm very, very disappointed that this country is bogged down in Iraq and North Korea is making nuclear missiles.
Yeah, so what's going on
we
there?
go to North Korea and we say, are you making nuclear, everyone else tries to deny, oh, no, we're not. North Korea say, yeah, we are. What are you going to do about it?
We went to Iraq.
And Bush says, well, nothing, please, nothing. And yet we go into Iraq where, hey, I'm not a fan of Saddam Hussein, but let me tell you, if you were a terrorist, he would kill you. He didn't want terrorists in his country.
So based on what you're saying, why would you vote for Bush?
Well, I might not, but I haven't made up my mind 100%. He has been good, Howard, he has been good from the standpoint of guys like me that pay taxes.
Yeah, but can I ask you something?
Guys like you that pay taxes.
He
has been good to a lot of people about taxes.
But when Bill Clinton was in office, did you really suffer economically? No, you had boom years.
No, it was good years.
So the point is, you didn't pay that.
You can do well under either.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm having my best year, but you know why? It's called interest rates. I have low interest rates, and people are buying housing like they've never bought it before. But if interest rates go up, it's all off. Then I'll call you back and say I was only kidding. Because interest rates are keeping the economy going.
Interest rates will go up after the election.
I think after the election, you can see the signs of it now, but I think after the election, interest rates go up, the entire housing market, everything else is going to come to a halt.
So is Melania getting insecure because you're getting more and more famous in the show?
No, she's great.
Come on.
She's great. She's probably the most secure person I know, unlike guys like you and I.
Well, I tell you what, man, can you believe you're a television success?
No, I didn't. I cannot believe. Of all the, let's call this a business deal, because with me, sort of everything's a business deal. Of all the business deals and all the deals I've ever made, this is the craziest.
Hey, take this one phone call. Some guy says he disagrees with who you chose. I don't even know how to.
I don't know why or how you made the decision.
You up for taking a phone call or two?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, hold on. Let me see if I can get this going. This equipment's very difficult for me. Who is this guy? Andrew, go ahead.
Big fan.
Hey.
I didn't disagree with who Donald picked, but it's kind of a joke that he goes from selling lemonade and he's going to oversee the building of a 100-story tower in Chicago.
No,
I think it was too much.
But the dude.
Well, the lemonade was really just a concept. And what we did is the first show was lemonade because the first business thing you do in your life, like me too, is when you're 5 years old, you sell lemonade in front of your house with your parents standing over your shoulder, hopefully. And I hated that task. Mark Burnett liked it, and I think Mark Burnett was right because people really related to it, and it was the first task. Then after that, we had sophisticated advertising campaigns and a lot of other things.
Yeah, I thought it was funny, actually. That's the one I saw. Zolar, you're on the air.
Hey, Mr. Trump, it is an honor to speak to you, sir.
Well, thank you.
The show is an ultimate success. I watched every one of them.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you very much.
In a hypothetical situation, saying you're not involved with Melania and there was no ethical backgrounds for business and whatnot, how many of those do you think you could have banged?
Boy, I tell you.
Good question.
I even like I love the thought. I will tell you that.
Yeah,
because they were attractive. You agree with that?
Yeah, I can't believe some of the bodies on those girls when they were singing.
You didn't bribe from any of them. You could have nailed one of them at least.
Did you?
We like to say that they were hired just exclusively for their brain.
Now, Howard, don't hang up on me because I'd like to say that I'm an uneducated individual, but I try to find myself well-read. I would love to be a contestant on your next show, even though I wasn't able to sign up because of my status right now. I'm working 15 hours a day trying to support 3 children, sir.
Well, that's great.
May I please be the one on your show?
That's great. Send it in, NBC.com. We had for the first show, the first sign that we had that it was going to be a success, we had 215,000 people apply, which is like a record in television. This show, we have over 1 million job applicants. So it's been an amazing phenomenon. So why don't you send in your paper? You'll be one of a million.
Hey, Ryan, what is it? Last question for Donald Trump.
Hey, Don, wanted to ask you about a certain painting that you got down in Mar-a-Lago in the club there.
Right.
You know the one I'm talking about?
I think so. The one of me?
Yeah, the one of you. Howard, did you see when you were down there?
The painting of Donald?
I don't know. Yeah. You know, I was really kind of overwhelmed.
It's a big 10-foot painting of him with the one foot up on a table. He's got like a tennis outfit. I saw it. I walked around the corner. I couldn't believe it.
Right.
But listen,
it's a little wild painting.
It's kind of paid off for him. I mean, I was there. They were pouring me water. They go, "Would you like some Evian?" I mean, Mr. Trump water. I go, "Oh, give me some Mr. Trump water." It's a big giant picture of the Donald on the
water.
On the water, on the big water bottle.
It's a pretty crazy place.
What? You know what I'm saying? It works for you.
Well, it has worked. I've had a lot of fun, too. You know, I enjoy things.
Did you sit for that painting, though?
You know, well, I sat, but this just shows you how devastating the clock can be. This was a painting that was taken a long time ago. And I think the artist did a little artistic freedom. Like I said, I want those hips smaller.
Right.
I want the shoulders bigger.
Hey, it's a painting. Who cares? Captain Jenks, you're on the air.
Hey, good morning, Howard. Good morning, Donald.
Hi.
I have two questions for you. One, when Howard did the joke that he played on everybody on April Fool's Day, you were right on 𝗦𝗵ici's show.
I was.
And yeah.
Huh.
And just curious.
That's interesting. I didn't know that. Now, Donald, you can go on any show you want, of course.
Right.
Why 𝗦𝗵ici's, who has been so... He's a dickhead.
Yeah.
And you've said it yourself, he's a dickhead.
Well, you know, it's on MSNBC, and he really has been a big support. He loves the show.
Yeah, but now he loves you because you're on top, but when you were down, the guy wasn't there for you.
𝗦𝗵ici's is a horrible, shameful person.
I'm surprised.
Huh. Well, you know, he loves the show. Anyway, go ahead.
Second question, do you need a resident phony phone call to work for you?
A resident what?
Yeah, do you need a guy to make phony phone calls for you?
Yeah, that's what
this guy's the best.
This guy's the best.
Just what I'm looking for, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know, but that whole thing with 𝗦𝗵ici's, I'm surprised at that.
What, that I did it?
Yeah, I really am. I mean, you've talked to me privately about what a skunk he is.
Now, I'll tell you what, Howard, I don't have a chance to listen to radio very much, but he's really been a big supporter of the show. He loves the show. He watches the show.
So what? Everyone's a supporter of the show.
And Howard, you'll understand this. You have to stick with people that are loyal to you. You have to stick. Now, whether or not he's loyal now because I have sort of a hot period going. Yeah. I have hot periods. I have cold periods.
He was nasty to you in terms of... He was hitting below the belt. He was saying some unfair things.
He was nasty in terms of the Ivana thing.
Yeah.
That's true.
Everybody knew she was just out to get your money.
Well, nah, she wasn't. She was good. She was good.
All right, I'm just kidding.
She was a nice woman who's truly trying to utilize the name. What I don't understand about Ivana, she gets remarried. The name changes with the husband. I guess, at some point he said, you got to stop this Trump stuff. She then gets divorced and she goes back to the name Trump.
Yeah.
I say, why don't you keep your old name, your nice Italian name? But it didn't work.
Hey, listen, guess who I got here? Rebecca Romaine. I got to take a break.
She's great. Well, listen, I'm very sorry about what happened with her, but it sounds like they're getting along just fine.
Oh, believe me, those two will be fine.
They seem to be going on.
Yeah, they seem to be somehow managed.
I saw her on the Jay Leno show the other night. She looks fantastic.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel her up right here on the air.
Well, you've done very well with her. Perhaps you caused her divorce. I don't know.
No.
Huh?
No.
I'll tell you what, they're two nice people. They're both very talented. They look great, and I think they'll have no trouble.
Which is more important, talent or looking great?
I think looking great.
I agree. I agree with you 100%.
Even the Donald knows that.
Everyone knows that.
I've had both, and I take the looking great.
Could there be a better salesman in your corner than Donald Trump? I mean, listen, Rebecca's just here by luck, and she gets complimented by this guy.
That's right.
And it's Donald, could you say something positive about Artie Lange?
Well, Artie, I'm going to have to think about that one.
Oh, the first time you're tongue-tied.
Mr. Trump.
Artie, I'm tongue-tied.
Mr. Trump, I want to congratulate you on the fantastic success of your show.
Thank you.
And I always love when you call, and you know that.
Well, and say hello to Rebecca.
I will.
Have a good time.
And good luck with your book.
Good. Yeah, it's doing great.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye.
That is Mr. Donald Trump.
I just need, the other day I saw Artie Lange, who was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, he's fantastic. He's a fantastic comedian.
I need to go prepare myself for my grilling of Rebecca Romaine Stamos.
Well, how do you prepare?
I have to go fix my hair, get the shades on, get my whole look together.
All right. How long will that take?
Well, I have to get a face transplant, so that's going to take me some time.
You people better hold on tight. It'll be a while before we get back.
Fred, play an extra commercial or two because I'll need time for my face transplant and time for it to heal. I'm going to wear a KC mask.
Yeah, just like Hannibal Lecter, slice off his face and put it over you.
I'm going to chop off his head and stick it on my shoulders. All right, we'll be back right after these words.